So hopefully I got this all working, guys. Hey, what's going on, guys? So I do kind of want to react to this because I was about to go to bed, and this irrelevant motherfucker looking for fucking attention, wants to start shit in the middle of the fucking night, and and this is the one thing, Chase. Okay, you have threatened quote unquote legal action before. Okay. On day 25. I think it was day 25 on either in 2020 or 2019. You threatened legal action on day 25. And you did nothing. That you had done absolutely nothing. Okay? So, and I'm guessing that this is either a scare tactic, or if it's serious, you played the fucking victim card, went to a fucking cop. Oh well, officer, this Steve C guy on YouTube, he's bullying me. He's making videos on me. He's making videos making fun of my friend Peter and Zach Double Z. And I can tell you right now, dude, like, if you really ran to a cop, that proves you're a snitch. That proves you are a cop caller. That very, very much proves that you are the very thing that I have called you, that I've said about you. You cannot handle fucking any sort of criticism. You can't handle any sort of fucking people calling you out for the same shit that you do to other people. Like, dude, like, you do not deserve praise at all. Like, you just fucking don't. You don't deserve the praise that you think you do, dude. Okay, like, and people have threatened this shit with me before, and nothing really usually comes of it. So again, I mean, like, dude, like, and who's not to say that this is one big old act just to get views yourself? If this is a view and subscriber and whatever, and who's trying to capitalize on who? So I don't know. But it's interesting because if you went to a cop because I'm politely rebutting you and giving my opinion and giving my take, and you don't like it, you can't handle it. Like, if someone who may not even not like you, Ulysses or Chase, and is an innocent bystander, which I initially was until you and Peter were saying that me and Dave were working with Sean, which both of you said that when I had my own channel multiple times. You guys had said that me and Dave25, Dave Branca, were working with Sean's view, and we clearly weren't. At all. And that's how this all started. But you don't like a different opinion. This kind of proves my point that you don't like people who offer a different side because you're the one that wants to be believed. You're the one that wants to be, viewed as credible when you won't. And here's another thing, like Double Z, Ulysses, Chase, whatever he wants to call himself here, they don't have fan bases, and this is kind of proves my point, and this is serious, that fucking Chase does not like being told what he actually is. And he wants to live in this constant fantasy world where he actually believes something he's not. Chase Ulysses wants to believe he's a tough guy, when in reality he's not. Chase wants to believe that he has, he's a credible source in YouTube or YouTube wrestling community when he's not. In reality, he's not. Like, they don't have big fan bases. They don't have big fucking followings. I'm fucking sorry, Peter. I'm sorry, Chase. I'm sorry, Double Z. You guys don't have big followings. You guys don't have, big fan bases. You guys really just fucking don't. And again, I mean, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's what you guys don't have anything. You guys don't have much. And if this is a case of you're gonna run to a cop or you're gonna run to an attorney and say, "Oh well, officer or Mr. Lawyer person, this Steve guy, we just want him to stop talking about us, and can you tell him to remove our names from his hashtags? Because what are you gonna do? What are you guys gonna do? Explain, or what are you gonna do, Chase? You gonna explain to a cop? Oh well, there's this thing called hashtags, and it helps you get views. And Steve keeps on putting my name in a hashtag, and that's taking views and subs away from me. And he's also doing that to my two friends, Peter and Double Z, and they don't like that either. So I'm asking you if you can tell Steve to take our names out of the hashtags. And that if that's really what it really boils down to is Chase getting mad because I continue to use his name in a hashtag to get people to come to my channel and use and kind of offer my side of the story about what's happening. Does that kind of prove my point when it comes to Chase and Peter? When I've said multiple times, and it is the case, and there's a whole big word I'm using. If I'm not saying it is the case, I'm saying if it is the case that um that if Peter, Double Z, and Chase are actually delusional to where they think that they have a following, and if they're gonna get upset because if some people look up hashtag Double Z or hashtag Killer Demons or hashtag CHASE25, that they're really that afraid of what would be views and what would be subs coming to my channel, and listening to what I have to say about stupid petulant videos like this, and meaning a stupid petulant childish video that Chase had made. Um, that kind of becomes fact now, because if Chase and Peter and Double Z are afraid of me using their channels or their hash names and hashtags, they have people come over and look at my channel and say, okay, you know what? Maybe this Steve guy, maybe he is being, maybe he is making some sense. Maybe we need to hear him out, which again, they're clearly afraid of. People hearing me out, and people don't have to believe me. If they want to come over my channel and believe me, fucking grand. If people want to say, okay, we probably won't side with Steve, but let's hear what he has to say. And if they don't want to side with me, hey, look, I appreciate the fucking chance. Okay, that's how I am. But I'm telling you right now, Chase or Ulysses, if it's about me using hashtags for views and subs, they're gonna fucking laugh at you, okay? A cop and an attorney is gonna fucking laugh at you and fucking say, well, there's nothing we can do if someone's using hashtags on YouTube. There's nothing we can do. Um, like honestly, dude, honestly, there's not much they can do about that. And if you guys say that's false, and that turns out to be what it is, you guys are concerned about views and subs, well, doesn't that make whatever I've said about you guys caring about subs and views, doesn't that make it into a fact? I think it does. I think it very, very much does. So, I mean, it is what it is, really. But carry on, wayward son.
I was never planning on making this video, but I guess I have no other choice. Now, I'm gonna make this very clear for everybody. Now, I can deal with being trolled or
No, you can't handle being
intimidated.
trolled. You can't handle being attacked, because if you could handle constructive criticism and you can handle people, rebutting you, which again, you're proving me right. You can't handle someone who is more calm, more cooler, more collected, and makes a lot more sense, because in your videos you don't really make a whole lot of sense, and you're quite very, very vague in what you want to do and what you say about me or Dave or SCG, whatever. Okay? You're not very clear. You talk shit. You cry like a petulant child that you get trolled. And if somebody does offer you constructive criticism, you can't fucking handle it. This is what I'm talking about, and you're inadvertently proving me right. You're inadvertently giving me the facts that I need to make my fucking argument. And if you want to stop inadvertently giving me the facts that I need to prove my argument, that makes me look a lot better than you, is ignore me. If Double Z or Peter or this person and that person comes running to you about a video that I do or a comment that I leave on somebody else's channel, guess what? Guess the fuck what? Tell them I don't give a fuck, don't tell me what Steve does. That fucking simple. Carry on.
Or people saying dumb stuff or putting whatever, that type of thing. That stuff is whatever.
But it shows that
But there comes a
you
time there's a
cannot
limit.
handle criticism or trolling. And what I've said about you guys, you Double Z and Peter, not handle constructive criticism or trolling, because I've dealt with trolls, I've dealt with threats. I view, for the most part, I view criticism as a good thing. I view bad criticism as a good thing, if that makes any sense. And again, this is just you're proving my point, my man. Okay, you're proving my point
on what you do. People need to be careful with what they say or what they do, because there's always consequences to that. Now, this Steve C 1994, him and other people seem to enjoy trolling me for whatever reasons. And I'm gonna say this. I'm done playing these games, Steve. I have told you multiple times.
You haven't told me multiple times.
Leave me alone.
And you have not told me multiple times. I would like to see these streams, and where you have allegedly told me, those videos or streams that you put up where you allegedly tell me to leave you alone, which you had never have done. You you either take them down completely, or you private them. Put them back up, or put up clips of where you have told me to leave you alone. Okay? You haven't. And you've always threatened, because I can send the clips to, I think, Texas? To the Texas fucking Attorney General, to their criminal division, or I can send them off to your state police. Your violent threats to assault me, to assault Dave25, and there's many, many other people that you have threatened to physically and violently assault. And I can send them all off to, the Texas fucking FBI, the Texas fucking Attorney General's office, the Texas State Police fucking bullshit. And they can investigate you, because if I gave them your name, they would track you down just like that. And you would be fucking shitting your fucking pants, Chase, okay? You would be shitting your fucking pants. Which, in fact, anyone who Chase has threatened before, please send those to the Texas State Police Office. Send them to the Texas FBI. Send them to the Texas Attorney General's Criminal Division. Because I think that's where he lives now. Send them all there, and let fucking them investigate Chase and see how he likes all this bullshit. But again, you are completely vague in what you're doing, dude. But carry on.
Stop harassing me. Stop harassing my friends. and stop harassing my family.
What friends do you have? You have 2 friends, and they're both online that you'll never meet. Peter and Double Z. But carry on.
But do you listen? No, you don't. So now I have no other choice but to file legal action against you. And for those who don't know who Steve C 1994 is, or Steve Cope, or however you spell his last name, this guy has been harassing and stalking me, Double Z, Peter, and who knows who else. So I've been mostly doing my own thing, not messing with him whatsoever. And the guy still continues to troll with fake accounts.
Can you prove
and
that, sir?
Continuing to do things he shouldn't be doing. Now, he's already got a reputation for stalking another woman with
Which, if you want to talk about me allegedly harassing people, you have never ever retracted. You, Double Z, and Peter Gilmore have never ever retracted or corrected yourselves on that article, because you guys continuously have said that girl in the 7-year-old court article was underage. I've never seen you guys say, okay, maybe we're wrong, maybe we got the information wrong. She wasn't underage after all. Have I ever heard you Double Z or Peter, correct yourselves and apologize for making an incorrect statement? No. You guys ran with it because you, Double Z, Peter Gilmore are all mentally retarded, mentally unstable, mentally ill, and living in this fucking fantasy world fucking bubble where you guys actually believe your credible sources, where you guys actually believe you guys have legitimate fan bases when there's really not much at all. You guys have literally like 0.0000, probably 0.100 then 1. So probably 100% of YouTube is you guys. Like 100th point, yeah, literally 100%. So, I mean, that's what you guys are. Such a big fan base, right?
Multiple fake accounts and not leaving her alone. She filed a restraining.
But here's the thing, too. That woman is probably mid to late 30s or 40 now. And did you try adding her to a Facebook group multiple times, harassing her to do an interview on this very channel, on your own channel, Chase? And she had to leave the group multiple times because you were that fucking desperate to interview her? Like, if she wasn't that interested and she had to leave a group multiple times and you had to keep adding her into a group, aren't you stalking and harassing her for your own benefit? Like, and that's kind of hypocritical, and that's kind of, bullshit. And if if Peter and Double Z are fine with, you doing that, then they are hypocrites as well.
Order on this creep. And he also has a reputation for doing some really disgusting and sick stuff. Saying racist things like wanting to kick Muslim babies across a football field.
Okay, here's the thing about that, too. Here's another debunking. So, I had made that joke when I was 15, 16, or 17 years old. Again, you're providing a vague statement, and you're acting like you somehow think that you have a big fan base, or you have people that will, get the word out for you when you have nobody. You have legitimate no fans, no following, and you probably are so dumb and mentally unstable and retarded to believe that 285 subs means that making a video like this will get you somewhere. It doesn't, okay? So, anyone who believes this garbage is equally, mentally ill, mentally unstable, whatever. So, when I had made that joke, and yeah, I have been held accountable, and I have apologized for that multiple times, and I'll apologize for that again. That is an insensitive joke. But let me clarify that. So, as I was saying, I was 15, 16, or 17 at that time. I know I made that joke in high school. You're acting like this happened like recently, and you even try saying that, well, yeah, those were comments that got me fired from Dunkin' Donuts. No, it was for my comments about George Floyd and Black Lives Matter that did that. Because I'm not a bandwagoner, okay? I do not believe in George Floyd being a victim. I think he was 100% in the fucking wrong. Or at least at the very most, George Floyd was 90 to 95% did it to himself. Okay? I do not believe in the way Black Lives Matter currently operates, and I've done my research, and I don't support Black Lives Matter. I'm anti-politically correct, so the combination of those three was going to make it for a tornado of diarrhea, basically. A shitstorm of diarrhea and shit. Okay? So, those were the comments. But you're acting like I said this recently. No. So, if I'm making comments that I said, almost a decade ago, that I meant as a joke and would never actually legitimately do, you're proving that you are so desperate and so eager to find anything that you can't even get real true clarification on. Like, you can't. You'll just jump at the first thing about someone that you don't like and then assume it's automatically fact, that there's nothing wrong with it, that it's the truth. Again, it couldn't be. And I've made that, and I've apologized 1,000 times. It's an insensitive joke. Looking back, I should have not made that fucking joke. But, regarding my age, I was a teenager, I was a child at the time, I did not know any better. And me and my friends at the time, we were making running jokes about everybody. Whites, every race, every religion. We were making jokes about everything. And we made jokes about that. That's what teenagers and kids fucking do. That obviously now it's not normal, but for kids and teenagers, are you gonna say that kids and teenagers can't make jokes about anything now? Like, are you kidding me? But carry on. And by the way, the two people that tried posting that recently that know me, that live in my town, one of them has not liked me in over 10 years. Well, they haven't liked me in like 11, 12, or 13 years. And the other one hasn't liked me since just after, probably at some point during when we were in school together. So probably around 2013 or 2014, one of them hasn't liked me. Which is fucking fine. But those are also people who think it's a big deal to not like me. So obviously when you have someone that, and it kind of proves my point, when someone doesn't like me or doesn't like John Smith, they're gonna give their side and they're gonna twist and make things seem worse than what they actually are. That's what people do. Carry on.
Saying wishing death on children,
And I
male
have
pubic hair
apologized for
to
that
other
too.
people. Like, that's some really sick stuff. And people know that this stuff is true. And if you don't believe me, you can ask Double Z, you can ask Leon. You know, you can pretty much ask quite a few people, you know, in the. All right, video towards me saying stuff that didn't make any sense at all. Quite a few videos he makes, he really doesn't make much sense. So, how you doing, Fernando? We'll talk another time about whatever you want, but this is serious, dude.
Hmm.
So, but I'm just not playing with these games anymore. I've already called the Leominster, Massachusetts Police Department. I have to talk with them again tomorrow. So I have Steve's full name, his address, so I know where he lives. And even he knows that I know where he lives.
You called the police.
Like, it's too much. Like, you know, I'm not dealing with this stupidity anymore. You know, you can keep on running your mouth. And what made me decide to do this was not just the harassment and stuff like that, but also continuing to make false accusations that are very serious and that are clearly, everybody knows that are not true. And it's really like getting on my nerves.
What accusations?
I've already proven people like Steve and these other weirdos that he's friends with to be liars. Like they've already tried to accuse me of committing armed robbery 10 years ago because another guy who has the same name as mine, same first and last name, but we have two different middle names. And 10 years ago, I wasn't 24 years old. I wasn't even 20 yet. And I've proven that their information was false.
What are you gonna do? What did you tell him that I've called you, Peter, and Double Z, mentally unstable and R-tards? There's nothing cops can do about me calling somebody mentally unstable or retarded or special needs on the internet. There's nothing they can do. What are you gonna do? What are you expecting the cops to do? To come over to my house and say, Mr. Cody, we got a call from a guy in Texas. He's asking you to stop calling him and his friends the R word, to stop trolling him, to stop using his him and his friends for views and subs. Because I guarantee the views and subs and me calling him, Chase, Peter, and Double Z that all in the conversation if he's being legit. I guarantee you. Which is more than the shit.
And yes, exactly. Yes. See, I don't care about the trolling and shit. People can say shit whatever they want, but when you try to defame me with false claims, like that stuff really pisses me
And
off.
I'm not the one who's saying that you robbed an old lady or some guy. Those are other people doing it. I can't control what people fucking bring up and what they say, and even if they bring it up to me, I can't control what people say. It's not my job, Chase, or Ulysses, to control what people say about you. And if you think you're in the right authority to control what people say about you on social media, yeah, you are mentally unstable. You are mentally ill. You are mentally retarded. To think you can control what people say about you, but yet at the same time, you think that you're allowed to say whatever you want about people. That's hypocritical and retarded at the same fucking time.
When you try to call me the P word or the R word or any of this stuff.
Well, you are retarded and mentally unstable, and I didn't call you and be. Let's be honest, pedophile, pedo. I haven't called you a pedophile. I may have called you a pedophile sympathizer or a pedophile supporter because there is more than enough evidence of your friend Peter having sexual thoughts about kids getting raped on more than one occasion, which he has told the kid multiple times about getting raped, inviting him to come to New Jersey, and if the kid is a minor, if he's talking about if your friend Peter is saying, if you think Peter telling a little kid to come to New Jersey and talking in private DMs about somebody, about Peter having sexual thoughts about little underage kids getting raped by men, older men, and you have nothing to say, and you say that's not evidence, I think that's more than fair, and more in my right, in my fair opinion. Like I said earlier, you have your own opinions about me. I have my own opinions about you. That does, in my opinion, that does not make you look good if you don't see that as wrong. Okay. And Peter has done this to himself. By attacking me, by attacking SGG, by Peter even responding to trolls, Peter does this repeatedly, and he comes to you and plays victim. Carry on.
You clearly have no proof whatsoever and no facts, and everybody knows that the stuff that he's saying is bullshit, but he still continues to say it. That's when, like, dude, I got no other choice. Because he's still going to continue to harass me with fake accounts, either on YouTube, social media. He's continued to do it on and on. I've even took a screenshot of multiple Steve C accounts that are obviously him, I got past streams where he continues to try to come on my chats, and I block him every single time. And he still keeps.
And maybe you shouldn't put StreamYard. Maybe you shouldn't put StreamYard's links in your fucking. This is the reason why I don't do StreamYards and I do either videos like this or I do gaming videos. Is because I know if someone asks me to put a StreamYards link in the channel, they're probably gonna porn bomb me or something. Or they're gonna play clips of someone saying the N-word. Okay? Okay? And now that, as I should have said before, if you're gonna harass the cops, about every single comment that I make about Peter or Double Z, whether it's in a or yourself, whether it's a comment section or a video like this, if you're gonna, run to the cops every single time that I make a comment about you, or if I make a comment about Peter or Double Z, but again, like I just said, in a video or in the comment section, eventually the cops from both states, the states of Texas and the state or in my town, they're gonna just get so annoyed with you, and they're gonna just hang up with you every single time you bring up my name, my channel, and YouTube. They're just gonna hang up. Okay, they're just gonna hang up. I'm trying to save you the fucking trouble, brother. But that's what they're gonna do. And if you're gonna tell them, oh well, if you're gonna say, oh well, let me send you guys the screenshots of the stuff that he has said about racism and he's a racist. Even if I was a full-fledged racist, which I am not, a racist, I've actually condemned racism. I've made the analogy in connecting racism as the same as fucking cancer. Racism needs to be fucking removed. Okay? I mean, that is what it is, okay? But carry on.
He's coming back and coming back and coming back. Like the guys already.
But if you're gonna say, oh well, Mr. Officer, can you do something about Steve's racism? And even if I was a full-fledged racist, it's not a crime either, okay? I can't go to jail for that. Even if I was a full-fledged racist. Okay?
Messed up in the head. He's saying stuff about me, Double Z, and also, but mainly also he's saying things about me that are not true. Things that are very serious, claiming that I'm these things when I'm clearly not.
What have I called you? Other than a pedophile supporter.
Yeah. And if anyone's going to believe this guy after he's been proven to be lying multiple times, then you're messed up. Or if you choose to be friends with a guy who wants to mail pube hair to other women or wish death on babies or...
And that's another thing, too. You're a fucking hypocrite, and you already proved yourself as a hypocrite because you're not providing any proof of what you're saying. That's hypocrite number one. And two, just now, Peter Gilmore, Killer Demons, wished death on Sean Views Entertainment's daughter. Are you gonna say that's different just because he hates fucking Sean's View just as much as you do? And maybe that's why you see no issue with that. No, Chase, so Ulysses, is because you think that all because if someone hates someone just as much as you do, or maybe more, that whatever they say, they shouldn't be held accountable for, or it's okay for them to say it. No, you're a fucking hypocrite.
Kick Muslim babies across a football field and all this stuff. You're really messed up in the head. Like I said, being trolled is whatever. I mean, I don't know, dude. I mean, it's possible. He's already proven to be a creep and a messed up human being. I sent Double Z the link so he can come on and do this. Who continue to make fun of Double Z's disabilities and stuff like that. And Double Z ain't even messing with him either.
So you're mad and you're gonna go to the cops over trolling and me making fun of Double Z's autism, making fun of your anger and your anger management and your autism, and you're gonna go to the cops over me making fun of Peter's anxiety issues. They're not gonna do anything. Okay, they're not.
Like Double Z's doing his own thing. He made a new channel. He's doing his own thing. Like he wants nothing to do with him either, but yet Steve still wants to continue this crap. Here's the thing. I've already told Peter this. I've seen the screenshots. I've already seen all that stuff. And I've already told Peter that he needs to fucking get his act together. So I'll tell you what. Peter can hit me up anytime and he can explain himself, but
anyways,
until then,
maybe you shouldn't be giving out StreamYard's links, and maybe I'll tell my police, and I'll find out where you live, and I'll call your police department, and I'll tell both. Well, like, to be fair, this Chase guy who is harassing you guys, and now at this point, if you're gonna call the cops every single time I'm doing something, or if I make a comment about just you in a video or comment section, or Peter or Double Z, you're kind of harassing the cops every single time. And if you're going to harass the cops every single time I make a video or make a comment, you're going to get yourself in trouble, because then they can come back and say, look, you're harassing us. We're going to tell you to not call us anymore, or we're going to do something about for you.
I'm not fucking with him right now.
Shit.
That's you might care about wanting to be male pubes, but for a woman and stuff like that, no, that's pretty sick. Your stream. I'm gonna end this in a few minutes. I don't care about being bullied or whatever the hell, but when you make false accusations that are very serious and you continue to do it, I've already given Steve and others fair warning to stop their shit. And I've already cleared myself in proving that all this stuff was a lie. But they still want to bring this stuff up and still want to proclaim it as real, or that's all this shit. I'm not dealing with that shit no more. So hopefully whatever happens to Steve, you guys will learn for yourselves. And for other people,
and you kind of are proving yourself to be a man-child. And you know what the cops are going to tell you? They can tell you, okay, we'll go talk to him, and then hang up, and they're like, yeah, it's about that Steve Coke guy and YouTube. We're not gonna bother. So they could tell you one thing over the phone, and decide not to do anything. Okay, I'm just telling you right now, you, Double Z, and Peter are gonna be in for a big disappointment.
People that still want to be cool with this guy and think that all this stuff is a joke, then that's on you. And if you guys even come on my chats and try to run your mouths and try to say stuff that's just completely inappropriate, here's the thing: if I see you, I'm just gonna block you.
Oh no! An irrelevant, mentally unstable, mentally retarded loser. Because Chase, Ulysses, you are a loser! What are you gonna do? You're gonna call the cops and telling you that you're a fucking loser for complaining and making fucking things and fucking dropping StreamYard links? And maybe I'll tell my police, and maybe I'll tell your police by dropping. I'll tell him, well, this guy who Chase or 25 or Ulysses from YouTube. He drops StreamYard's links for anyone who wants to join in. Officers, isn't that kind of an open invite for you, for Mr. Chase or Mr. Ulysses to invite people to come in and troll them? And maybe you should stop fucking dropping StreamYard's links in your chats, Chase. And only invite people that you know will come on and talk and not troll you. And maybe you'll stop that. And isn't it a crime to withhold evidence and not tell cops the truth? So you're you're purposely withholding evidence and not being truthful to the police if you are serious about this for your own benefit. I'm going to make sure they know about that if you are serious. I want to make sure that you are not being truthful and that you are being essentially lying to the cops to their faces to try and get somebody like myself off YouTube. Because that's, I think, the main goal here.
You can make all the accounts you want, you can do all that shit, but at the end of the day, I'm going to block you. Because a lot of you guys...
an irrelevant, useless, delusional loser like yourself, Chase, blocking somebody. Oh no, what are they gonna do?
Fucking weirdos. And already sick in the head. You know, involving other people's families, taking their pictures and posting it, and trying to put it on really inappropriate...
hey, I haven't done any of that!
Really appropriate, sick, disgusting content. Like, for reals. It's sick. Yeah, dude, I am mad, dude. I am really irritated right now by this shit. So. And I'm guessing whoever I don't know who you are, dude. I guess you're one of Steve's things. Okay, but yeah, it's whatever. I'll tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and just do this since you already got your fame and being put on the screen. I'm going to block you. So. Because right now you're sick, dude. So. All right, but anyway, I gotta finish up. I filled out some stuff. I still gotta call him tomorrow. Call the offices tomorrow. I still got more to put down. So I have plenty of video clips and screenshots and all this other stuff of him doing and saying stuff, not just to me but to others as well. And with Steve already having a background of doing these other things as far as stalking and other stuff, things that even got him fired from Dunkin' Donuts. So,
what are the cops gonna do about you sending a screenshot about comments about Dunkin' Donuts? They can't. The cops cannot do anything about something that already happened. They can't do anything about comments that I made that may or may not have gotten me fired from places in the past. They literally cannot do anything. So you're making a very, very poor choice in even including that. They can't really legally do anything about that. Well, what are you gonna say? Oh, well, I'm making them aware of what you say online. Okay. The cops already know what I do online. They already know what I say online. They've been contacted before. So, and they continuously do nothing. Because again, they know that they can't do much.
Yeah. So, either way. I don't even know how much I'll be able to say after I do it tomorrow, but we'll see how much there is. But yeah, this stuff it's serious stuff. And here's the thing. You trolls that like to troll, just so that way you guys know. And I've already given Steve fair warning about this more than once, but he doesn't.
See, you're proving yourself to be a fucking retarded loser. I'll see you guys in the next one, guys. Peace.